team who wins the most wars wins today's game. Let's be that. Do what we do. Execute what we do. Underneath, out of bounds, side out of bounds, right? Set play, coming after timeouts. Let's make sure we're at the best we can. And number 3 is this. What game would you rather be? Madison Square Garden, Thursday.
In high school, I went to the Bergen Catholic, and if you follow sports in North Jersey, you know, like that's a real powerhouse football school, like, you know, top 10 nationwide and all that. So basketball takes a second seat at my high school. So, you know, that was a part of my decision coming in. Like, I want to go to a basketball school. I want basketball to be the priority. All we focus on is basketball, no disrespect to any other sports in the Big East, but you know, basketball is the focus of it. I'll always say it's the best basketball conference in the country. So, you know, I've been very thankful to be a part of this over these past few years.
Okay, yo, listen, our matchups are this. You got Stevie Mitchell, do your same shit. You have Royce Barrow, your switch. You got Ross, number 2. Let's keep shots, man.
Hey, we get clean rebound and push that bitch, bro.
Oh, y'all, this shit not over. Play harder. You ready? You ready? Let's go.
Come up on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Sit down, everything you got.
The bonds and relationships that you build just over a season, you know, through all the trials and tribulations, and you just come closer as a group. And, you know, we all just love basketball so much. So, you know, just to even be able to play, you know, the game that I love, it's just all a blessing. And we're just all thankful for the opportunity. We're a very strong group, you know, through all the ups and downs, you know, the injuries, just, you know, the way we just keep on coming back, you know, despite everything, you know, it just shows our toughness and our grit. You know, you try to be optimistic and think you're gonna win every game, but, you know, reality sets in, so. And even though we didn't get the job done, we're just thankful for just, you know, being here, all that we went through. You know, we just try to enjoy it as much as we can because we know it's not gonna last forever, but, you know, you don't really think it's gonna come so fast.
that someone unexpected will come out of the blue. If you like basketball, there's no better place to be.
No, he's a second ahead of me. He's good. We're good. It's over. Dribbled out.
For me, I was just chilling. I ain't changed nothing. I just, put it to the man above and, let him figure everything else out. And, I just went about my day. I will say, this morning it was more noise than, cause it was Selection Sunday today. So I was a little nervous, throughout the day, but it's all good.
Just being on the bubble last year and not getting in was just a heartbreaking feeling. I think we're just a together group, who has a lot of heart, who has a lot of fight. And, just despite the way the season is going or the way games are going, just our will to continue to keep on fighting and, trying to win, every game that we can. So.
31 teams have received an automatic bid. 37 more have come to accept.
We went to New York and we didn't play our best in that one specific game, but leading up to that, I thought we made a lot of strides, especially on the defensive side of the ball, and just overall the way we're playing together. So I definitely think we're starting to make or start playing the right way. A lot of people talk about how magical it is, how amazing everything about the tournament is, and I haven't gotten to experience it. One of the craziest, just feelings I ever had in my life. From the change of emotions from losing in the Garden to now has been like the most full circle, just come from the lowest to the highest. And I'm just so thankful to have this opportunity.
Just being on the bubble last year and not getting in was just a heartbreaking feeling. And, kind of like Free said, it's kind of full circle now, just being able to be in the same position but come out on the other end. So I'm just thankful.
No, that moment was crazy just because, we had to watch 20 minutes of everybody else, making it, and then we just sitting here not knowing, so it was unexpected. And it's my first time making it to the tournament, so we gonna go all out, last ride with the team. So, we're gonna make it a great one.
One promise that I made myself is that I was gonna go back. Wherever I went, I was gonna find a way to go back because it was such an amazing environment. I'm happy that he'll get to experience how crazy it is. I went to Cal State Fullerton. We played Duke and it was sold out. It was no room. And that's how it's gonna be even still. I'm very, very happy.
Here we are, so I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I mean, I still can't believe it. I was a little nervous watching it, and it's so much fun. I'm just so glad I was able to come back for this. I mean, this is everything you dream of. This is the reason you come back to Xavier. This is why you play at Xavier, and I'm just so happy that we're finally get to show how good we are.
Great feeling, man. And we get our get back against Texas, so I'm ready to play with this group of guys and get our get back. We just ready for the opportunity, and we just can't wait to get out there now. It means everything. It means it's the last time I have a Xavier uniform on, playing for Xavier, so I'm ready to do it.
What makes us human? Humanity is found in the actions that redefine care. Actions that we at TriHealth take every day. By seeing those who feel invisible, hearing needs that have been ignored, TriHealth is healing the body and the human spirit, so all can know and live a better life.
You'll be us. Like, we're Xavier. We're supposed to be here. We earn the right to be here. Go play like it. And it's them. It's them. And I think, in this day and age, as you bring 4, 5, 6, 7 different personalities together, it takes a little bit of time. And, I'm so proud of each one of these guys because there were times throughout this season where they could have given in, where they could have quit. It didn't always look good, but they stayed with it. Their resiliency, their toughness, their belief in each other, our staff, and what we're doing has never wavered. And I think we're still trying to become that team. And fortunately for us, we have a couple more days where we can work, improve, get better, and hopefully that's enough.
You always want to face the best competition, to prove yourself. So I'm very excited for the challenge that's in front of us. We know they're a very physical and fast-paced team. They really like to get the ball downhill. They like to crash the glass. So it's going to be a very physical game. We're just going to have to find a way to, keep them off the glass.
I would say throughout the entire season, we pretty much struggled rebounding, but towards the last 7 games, which we really needed to win, it's just like something clicked, and we all knew that this is what's going to make or break us, and that's what helped get us from 10th or 11th in rebounding all the way up to 2nd. So I'm really proud of us for that. It's just more so putting the focus on it. So each game, I just really take pride in my matchup and just trying to box them out and just get the boards because I know that's really impactful and helpful for our team. We struggled early on with that. So me just really locking in and handling that and trying to give us an extra boost has really helped us knock off some wins and, close out big possessions and help us get us kills.
I think we just took it more into our own hands, just going to get the ball, If we don't get the ball, the other team will get the ball. I feel like we had a lot of close games where we're coming down to it, not rebounding. So I feel like, just cleaning up that end things helped us a lot.
I think we got a really solid team. We're pretty physical ourselves, so it just comes down to guys really wanting to box out, really wanting to rebound, and really coming together as a team, being bought in and knowing what the goal is and why we're doing it. I don't really feel like we have really too many mismatches on the defensive end, so it's more so it's just being connected and together and just being locked in.
Starts with all our blockout drills. I got to go as hard as I can, just lower my shoulder, drilling guys when I can, and just hitting them on defense. I foul all the time, so just got to get guys ready so when they do get fouled in the game, they're able to just keep doing what they're doing and be able to score the ball and not turn it over.
It's the little things like just preparing them for the physicality of the game that's going to come. We know Texas is going to foul a lot, so we decided to foul a lot during practice this week, and that just gives them an extra layer of preparation that they want to get otherwise. Yeah, I feel like we've really bought into being a gritty Xavier team ever since about the St. John's game, and ever since then our defense has just been a lot more together and in the gaps and just hard to score on in general.
It's going to be a home game for us. It's going to be real close, and then all my friends can come and family, and then we just got to take care of business against Texas. They can't get us twice now.
I just trust the coaches. We got a game plan, and I'm going to trust the game plan that they put together, and it's been working all year. That's how we got to this point, and I'm not going to try to go away from that. And I feel like the relief is off of us now, and it's like now it's a new season. Now we can all relax. And, okay, let's start over and let's take each game one game at a time.
That's tough. I don't know. I gotta do that. You said once. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Show me one time.
I'm thinking it's more like 1, 2, 5.
Oh, you do
like see together.
So wait.
It's like.
Oh wait. Wait. You said. Oh, you throwing me. That's like.
Freckles, I knew I had freckles.
No freckles, bro. I'm trying to draw your patchy ass mustache.
I swear.
You got this shit. You got patchy. Oh, raggedy ass. Make it patchy. Patchy, bro. Patchy.
It's only patchy right here. So make it bald right here, and then the rest is filled. That's not me. Draw my edge up. Let me draw my edge up.
You don't got no. I'm drawing it.
Let me draw my edge up. Let me draw it.
That is your hair, bro. Stop trying to edit it, bro.
Bro, why's he doing his hair, bro?
Like, give me an edge up.
And then what? You messed up.
Fix the lips.
What about the eyes?
I don't got a soul.
Which? Oh, you got a mustache.
Yeah, I do got a mustache.
No. You can't even draw.
You got big ass lip. You know what I'm saying?
Give me a nice ass mustache. And I got a little bit of hair on the bottom right there.
No.
I don't got a Mexican mustache. Mine a little. Okay, I'll take that. Little board right here. That's the patchy part. Right there. And then give me a little bit of hair right there.
Where?
That is me! Dayton.
That's Jerome, yes.
John, I'm drawing, John.
What's up, bro? Ain't no smoke.
What's up, bro? See how you doing?
I kicked his ass for you.
Lay out back. Seconds.
Y'all two versus me. I'm taking
Don't
me.
flinch.
Y'all two
Don't
versus
flinch,
me.
bro.
Hey,
Don't flinch.
let's three in a close game. I'm coming out.
Don't flinch. You're not walking out, bro.
I promise on it.
You may come out.
I might be walking out with some scratches.
You may walk out. You may come out, but you ain't walking out.
They all get chopped down the same.
Where I'm from?
They all get chopped down the same.
Where I'm from? We're not like this.
Under that right there.
Watch this.
Practice obviously translates the most to the game. It's the most game-like situations, and just having that added motivation to go as hard as you can in practice to win that gold jersey. I feel like it's a good thing for everybody because everybody wants it, whether they say it or not. Everyone's going for it, so I think that makes our practices better.
I know some of my best friends at home know Daylen. They used to babysit Daylen when he was like a baby, and they just used to always say he was a crybaby because he couldn't play the game. And so now being with Daylen, player he's shown that he can be. It's just a great feeling to have somebody from Columbus that's doing good things too.
Yeah, I never imagined it. We talk about it all the time. Like when I was in middle school growing up, I used to go to their games. I had a cousin that played on St. Louis with him. So just watching as a middle school kid, thinking like, man, high school basketball is so hard. I don't know if I'll make it. It's just kind of a moment of reflection, just seeing how far both of us made it, and just enjoying that and trying to make the best out of it. And I think just that uncertainty, knowing if we will be in or not, just adds to the excitement, especially for guys like Zach and Davion, like Zach's last year, Davion's first time playing in a tournament, and my first time too. And then it being in Dayton, knowing our fans travel well and they support us. I know they'll be here. I know they'll show up for us, so I'm super excited.
The gold standard is gold jersey is someone who performs to the best of their ability for 4 practices, and they get honored with the gold jersey. It just shows how much pride and how much importance it is to practice hard and come to work every single day and being consistent. So I took a lot of pride in it. I know all my teammates do as well. So the gold jersey is something big here at Xavier's.
It means a lot, I just try to make sure preparation is there. Can't really control the outcome, but all you can do is control your readiness to try to control the controllables. It's a lot easier to live with results when you feel like you prepared.
Yeah, the gold standard is something we keep track of through all of our practices. And, obviously how you practice is how you're going to play. So I try to do my best to bring out the best in myself and the best in all my teammates when we go to practice. So, it does mean a lot to have a lot of gold standards, a lot of gold jerseys throughout my career. So that is something I'm proud of.
A fifth third better means we give 166.7%.
Who's a good boy, Parson?
I am good boy.
That's right. And why?
Because I bank a fifth third better.
Wait, what?
5/3 equals 166.7%, so they put 166.7% into everything they do.
Okay. What is happening?
I'll tell you what's happening. Free checking, no hidden fees, and identity theft protection. Now, let's get rid of Cat, please.
What?
This is banking a fifth third better.
You may know Fort Washington Investment Advisors as an institutional money manager, but you may not know their private client group. The private client group begins every conversation with one simple question: how can we help? And because they're backed by the strength of Western and Southern Financial Group, they focus on you and the people you care about.
For tailored wealth management services designed to help you meet your goals, you can trust Fort Washington's private client group.
I'm so grateful for the opportunity that's in front of us. We worked for this for a very long time. And for me personally, that was an extra game in a Xavier jersey, which I'm always very grateful for. I don't ever want to take it off.
I mean, it's just all the blessings. I just thank God every day just to be able to, just play this game and play at such a high level on this stage. This is a game that, kids dream of, something I dreamed of when I was a little kid, just watching the games on TV, and just to even be in this position, playing with a great group of guys and for a great coaching staff is nothing but a blessing.
obviously this is my last college season. You know, obviously when I go play professional or whatever, it's not the same. It's not the same type of tight-knit bond or whatever. So I'm definitely going to miss it, and I'm just going to enjoy it for as long as I can. You know, I'm just enjoying the time. I get to spend so much time with all the guys, all my coaches. I love everybody on the staff, every player on this team, and I just want to spend as much time with them as I can.
They play real hard. Coach can't emphasize how hard they play, and I'm just trying to tell the team, like, they play real hard. They're going to be gritty. They're going to try to be scrappy, and so we just got to match their intensity, and it should work out for us.
I think we're talented and we can play, especially with a lot of these different conferences. I think the Big East as a conference do a great job in terms of preparing you for playing the other conferences. Even the style of a team like Texas, you know, we in our own way, it's like, okay, we have a version of that. We have a version of what we can see, you know. So we use that to our advantage, and I think it's going to benefit us in this game and after this one.
Well, what I'll tell you is, like, square. Guy on the ball, you know he wants to go left. Correct. Yep. Left-hand drive.
I just think it shows the overall character this team has. You know, to be down like that going into halftime, it'd be really easy to give up. The crowd wasn't really into it at the start of the game. So, yeah, no, we just have a lot of heart and a lot of passion for this game. I just think we're playing our best basketball when it means the most, and you know that says a lot about the character and the grit of the people on this team.
It was really just, you know, about our defense. We had gave up, you know, some easy baskets in transition in the first half, and you know, coach was telling us in order for us to get this win, you know, we had to pick it up defensively, and you know, we made an emphasis to do that, you know, coming out to second half.
We knew that we weren't executing like we needed to, and that that on the flip side, they also made some super tough shots. They were playing at a super high level. We knew that if we kept being us, improve on the little things, that it would start to balance out. And I think that's just a testament to our defense and to our resiliency in getting to this point.
Now, we didn't necessarily start the way we wanted to. First half was maybe uncharacteristic of who our team has been the last 5.5 weeks or so. But all the credit in the world goes to those guys because they responded. And we talked at halftime about playing with swagger. You'll be us. Like, we're Xavier. We're supposed to be here. We earned the right to be here. Go play like it.
I mean, we're a fast-paced, hard-playing team. We got a lot of dudes who can score. We got balanced scoring, a lot of shooting, a lot of depth, very versatile. So we just got all the intangibles that make us a tough team to beat. We struggled early on, just meshing well together and just pulling out close games. But with the experience that we built up in tough moments, I mean, we really know how to win games now. We really know what it takes to win these hard moments. I mean, it just brings a sense of calmness to me, and you know, in those big moments, even when we were like going blow for blow at them, I was never really nervous or worried. It was more so just a relaxed feeling, like, okay, all we have to do is do what we do, and we can win the game. And
it's going to be a tough one, but it wasn't really any pressure for real, so I just attribute all my experience to that.
Texas A&M. Thank you for your attendance. Have a good evening. Thank you for attending tonight's game. There we go.
It's my first time being on the stage. My bench room, all these guys told me how to, you know what I'm saying, deal with all the flood of emotions. But resilience, this guy right here, Mark the Shark. Look at him. Mark the Shark. Get him. Mark the Shark, baby.
Yeah, after every three, after every shot I made, I'm just turning to the crowd, feeding off them, talking to them. They talking to me back. I mean, it's real love. Xavier has one of the best fan bases in America, so I love it here.
I think the atmosphere just made it 10 times better. You know, just all the fans being in there, them chanting Xavier, and it really feeling like Centos for real. So, you know, we just fed off that energy. You know, we needed them, and we just love our fans. You know, they be there for us. So
I feel like without our fans throughout this whole season, you know, we probably wouldn't be where we at. You know, they stuck with us through the ups and the downs of it all. So, gotta give thanks to them.
Man, it feels great, man. We all came together as a team. It didn't look like we were about to win that game, but we all fought through the whole game, and we came through.
No, it's crazy right now. I don't even think, you know, it definitely hit us, but I think as, you know, the night goes on, we're going to realize, like, we advanced in the tournament. So, like, you know, that's a lot. And a lot of people can't say they did it. So I'm truly grateful and, you know, blessed.
I mean, it was surreal, man. It was one of the best feelings I've had playing sports. I'm just so thankful to be a part of this team.
You know, we lose or we go home. So I feel like, you know, everybody felt like it was the right time to, you know, step up and, you know, just make the play and trust themselves. We trust everybody on the floor, and I feel like you can see it played a big factor tonight.
You know, we have an older team, a lot of veterans on this team, and we all just want the season to go as long as possible. So just know every game we get to play, we're going to play as hard as we can. That's it.
You know, in this day and age, as you bring 4, 5, 6, 7 different personalities together, it takes a little bit of time. And, you know, I'm so proud of each one of these guys because there were times throughout this season where they could have given in, where they could have quit. It didn't always look good, but they stayed with it. Their resiliency, their toughness, their belief in each other, our staff, and what we're doing has never wavered. And I think we're still trying to become that team. And fortunately for us, we have a couple more days where we can work, improve, get better. So Friday night, we'd be a little bit better than we were tonight, and hopefully that's enough.
When I hit that three, I just looked right up to the stands tour and seeing my baby jumping up and down, you know, with the biggest smile on my face.
Man, I mean, we got a team full of warriors. You know, even I think this game was a great representation of that. It wasn't necessarily pretty throughout, but we kept fighting. And then when that wall got knocked down, we ran through it. We've all battled so much as a team and individually through all our journeys, you know, and God has brought us here. And it's just amazing to experience a feeling like this because we remember those times that weren't great. I remember it wasn't that long ago. You know, I had a message from Muskie Nation, and I said that it was bright moments and great moments that were gonna come, and I was trying to manifest and put that into the air because I knew in my heart that was the truth.
Man, I tell you, you know, again, this day and age, transfer portal, Xavier, Big East, each one of these guys have their own individual goals. And I think they're putting their stamp on our program, on this team, by putting that stuff to the side. It's
it's about the team. It's about doing what we can do as a group, as a collection of like individuals. And again, we say all in, and you can't be all in if you're thinking individually. And that's how they're putting their stamp on our program. And I'm telling you, I think we're continuing to become the team that no one wants to play. And I'm just so proud of them because we get 2 more days to try to become the best version of this team as we can.
It was a beautiful day in Cincinnati. James looked out the window and saw Bud scoping out competition, where James saw none. James, in the spirit of Pella hospitality, invited him in. Bud hoped to find a flaw. Maybe it was in the finish, or the quality, or selection, but he found none. Get your full service, delivery, removal, and installation all included. Call Pella now.
The joy is in the doing so much. It's like, for example, we didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but I don't know if any player or anyone that was a part of our travel party wanted to go home and rest. I mean, what you wanted to do is what we did, and that is fly to Milwaukee and get in here early in the morning and start to wonder and worry about Illinois and keep this thing going and grow the season in advance. So, the joy is, yeah, of course, that's easy. You won, everybody's happy. But I think the other part that you really start to really recognize as being special is being around each other, working collectively for something that's bigger than just you as a player, and that brings a lot of joy to all of us. I think I remind myself of what I talked to our team about, and that is that there's very few teams that leave the tournament happy. One certainly will, maybe 4 have even more joy making the Final Four. But everybody else, you ride that high of getting here and advancing, but when it ends, it's very disappointing. And in large part because you care so much about each other, you care about the players, you care about a lot of things that you do, and it's always difficult at the very, very end.
We had a whole lot of doubters. From the outside, just people thinking, we're not talented enough, we're not big enough, to get to the tournament. But it just goes to show what type of group we got, how tight-knitted we are as brothers and, coaching staff. So I'm super proud of us, and, I'm glad I got to experience what I did with, the team we had.
I went through a lot. I overcame it. I feel like anybody watching me should know that anything they go through, they can overcome it. It was a long season. It was a long journey, but I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to get through the whole season, do with players that I love playing with, and made it this far, and I can't really be mad at my teammates, mad at the coaches or anything. We gave it all we could. I gave it all we could, even through everything, and I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy we got this far as a team. I'm happy to play with this group, and I'm just happy to be here right now, and I'm sad it's coming to an end, but everything got to come to an end eventually.
I also want to thank, just Muskie Nation, my teammates, the coaching staff, for staying and working with me throughout all the ups and downs. I think Xavier is like a mirror match for me in terms of a representation of who I've been my whole life. An underdog with real substance. Somebody who's good enough, always been. Just usually take the word a little bit longer to realize it.
In some ways, that's what gets me up. I have such an affinity for this place. 2-time graduate, first in my family to graduate. I know Jason Love's got me by a game, but won a lot of games here.
I want those guys to experience it because, Xavier's great, and I think the people make the place. But I think their ability and their opportunity that they have in front of them to be the standard bearer of our program, and the love and the passion and the pageantry that comes with that. I want them to experience that because in some ways that's why I fell in love with Xavier. And for them to come here and we've kind of sold them on the tradition that we have, for them to have that opportunity to get to an NCAA tournament, to advance an NCAA tournament, but to have such an affinity and love for what this place is, like, to me, that is success. But the people care here, and it's real. People are trying to solve problems and help you and your program and your guys kind of reach their full potential. And it makes it easy to come in and really go to work and you try to do the best you can.
It's been a whirlwind. It's been a lot over the last couple of weeks. But I need everyone to understand, just please understand how grateful I am to be able to work with each one of you. So with that, from time to time, families grow, circles expand. Our Xavier family is growing. Everyone, please join me in welcoming the Sedler family men's basketball head coach, Richard Pitino.
Let's get to work.
No, it's early, but what's next for Roddy Anderson?
Work. That's it. I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying in Cincy all spring, all summer, all fall. It's go time. I'm trying to take this to a whole nother level with whether it's working out, conditioning, weights, all types of stuff. All big things. I got big things planned for myself, and I think God has big things planned for me too.